As the delegations of ruling and main opposition parties met on Tuesday for a second time to forge a coalition government, hopes remain dim for the bid to bear fruit. The delegations of the Justice and Development Party, AK Party, and the Republican People's Party, CHP, met for the second round of coalition talks at around 1 p.m. at the Ankara Palace State Guesthouse. The AK Party delegation was composed, in the second meeting, of Ömer Çelik, Minister of Culture and Tourism, Cevdet Yılmaz, Minister of Development, Osman Can, member of the AK Party's Central Decision and Administration Board, MKYK, Numan Kurtulmuş, Deputy Prime Minister, deputies Taha Özhan and Mücahit Arslan. Arslan is the only person who was not present in the delegation in the first meeting. The CHP delegation included two deputy chairmen Haluk KOC and Bülent Tezcan as well as Selin Sayek Böke, deputy chairwoman in charge of economy, Faik Öztrak, a deputy well-versed in economic issues, and deputy Akif Hamzaçebi. Tezcan was not present in the first meeting, either. Speaking following the meeting, KOC told reporters that there are issues the two delegations cannot agree on. "We hope to cover all issues until Monday," KOC said. Çelik said the issues discussed on Tuesday included freedoms, drafting a new constitution and democratization. The AK Party representative said members of the two delegations expressed their opinions on these issues. As the talks between the delegations continued on Tuesday, the CHP leader has been once again quoted as maintaining that President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan is blocking the formation of a coalition government. A columnist in the Sajka Daily, Bekir Koskan, said on Tuesday, based on what CHP leader Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu told him, that Kılıçdaroğlu is not hopeful that the two parties will succeed in striking a coalition deal. Kılıçdaroğlu's statement to the columnist reveals that the CHP leader sees Ahmet Davutoğlu, leader of the AK Party, as sincerely working for the formation of a coalition between the two parties, but that he is concerned that Erdoğan will block the coalition efforts. In remarks quoted by Koskan in his column, Kılıçdaroğlu said, Davutoğlu wants to forge a coalition with us, but the person holding the top position, President Erdoğan, is an obstacle before this. The biggest obstacle before democracy is Erdoğan. Following the general election in June, in which no single party got enough votes to form a government, Erdoğan has been criticized for conducting a strategy aimed at preventing the formation of a coalition government. According to a report in the Haberturk Daily on Tuesday, President Erdoğan once again pointed to an early election during a meeting he received some members of Parliament's recently formed Speakers' Council. The Daily quoted Erdoğan, based on an account by Ahmet Ndodu, an AK Party member of the council who was present in the visit, as saying, "Wasting the nation's time has no meaning. If it will not be possible to forge a coalition, then an early election should be held at the earliest." Erdoğan headed AK Party governments before being elected president in August 2014, and is still a powerful figure in the party. Also on Tuesday, AK Party spokesperson Basir Atali said the talks were going well. Speaking at a press meeting in Ankara, Atali also said the AK Party will decidedly work for the formation of a coalition. As per the constitution, the president can call for an early election if a government cannot be formed within 45 days after the election of all members of the Speakers' Council of Parliament. The 18-member Speakers' Council was formed on July 9, immediately after which Erdoğan gave Davutoğlu the mandate to form the government. CHP's Özhan warns Erdoğan planning trap. Umut Özhan, a former CHP deputy, has maintained that Erdoğan is planning for the call for early polls to be made by Parliament rather than by himself to set the stage for the AK Party government to remain in power until early polls. Speaking at a press conference in Adıyaman on Tuesday, Özhan maintained that Erdoğan wants the AK Party to keep power ahead of the election, as otherwise all the shady dealings of the ruling party, including sweeping corruption, will be brought before the public. Özhan said in the conference at the CHP provincial office, the AK Party will be ruined during the election campaign period. All the Erdoğan and AK Party seek is to prevent that. In a call to all deputies, Özhan warned that nobody should fall into Erdoğan's early election trap. According to a Hurriyet Daily report on Tuesday, the AK party and the CHP are close to a compromise on 6 out of the 10 issues on the table in the talks. But the 4 topics on which there is strong disagreement may be left aside for the meeting in which the party leaders will participate, the report said. Topics such as democracy, economy, foreign policy, and a now-defunct settlement process launched to resolve the country's Kurdish issue are expected to be taken up in the meeting between the delegations. As revealed by AK Party's Çelik following a tête-à-tête with CHP's KOC at the beginning of last week, the leader of the two parties are not expected to come together before the picture in the coalition negotiations become clear. According to the report, some are trying to secretly bring Davutoglu and Kılıçdaroğlu together in a meeting. Kılıçdaroğlu is in favor of a tête-à-tête with Davutoglu, the report said. The two delegations are expected to meet a number of times during the week and present their views to the leaders by the beginning of next week. It will be either possible or not to basically obtain a result in the coalition talks within 10 to 12 days, CHP's KOC had said following his first meeting with Çelik last Tuesday. According to the Daily, it will be the leaders of the two parties who will decide on how the ministries will be shared between the parties in a coalition. The secular CHP, which strongly criticized the AK party during its almost 13-year rule, has emerged since the election as almost the only possible coalition partner for the AK party. The CHP's Kılıçdaroğlu also recently said Davutoglu would more decidedly try to hammer out a coalition if President Erdogan had not interfered. Suggesting that chances for the formation of a coalition government look somewhat dim, he added in a statement to the Hurriyet Daily on Sunday, the AK party may not be feeling ready for a coalition. We would understand that.